Guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are flying one of the most isolated airlines in the world, where I ended up flying an entire Boeing 777 with nobody else on board. I was locked up at an airport hotel in Ashgabat for almost 20 hours and I had a $3 billion airport all to myself. Today, let me introduce to you Turkmenistan Airlines. For those of you following me for a couple of years know that I do have a thing for bizarre airlines, whether it was Iran Air, Afghanistan Airlines, Iraqi Airways, or Air Peace, the audience favorite. But taking Turkmenistan Airlines was probably one of the most unique aviation adventures I had in a very long time. But how do you book a flight on an airline that doesn't even have a website? So after extensive research online, I did find a travel agent who claimed to work for Turkmenistan Airlines and who could help me with my request. He goes by the name of Deepika Travel, is UK based, and he sent me an itinerary. And in exchange, I sent $1,000, believing that I just purchased a flight ticket for Turkmenistan Airlines. However, after I sent him the money, it turned out that he suggested me not to fly the airlines, there are cheaper options, and he will not issue me a ticket and would just take my money and disappear. So after a couple of days of silence and the help of my bank, I was luckily able to recover my funds. So if you ever want to fly Turkmenistan and you come across Deepika Travel, avoid. However, what does a German do if he gets stuck but he desperately wants to visit the Soviet Union? Exactly, he finds help in Austria. And that's where I went. The boys and girls from Trip Planner reached out to me and said, hey Josh, listen, we are able to get you a ticket on Turkmenistan Airlines. It might take a little bit, we're gonna get the job done. And they did, eventually got me a ticket after a couple of weeks, so thank you very much. But if you ever wanna travel to Turkmenistan or you wanna fly any exotic airline, check out the boys and girls from Trip Planner. By the way, this is not sponsored. However, now let's pack our bags and let's fly Turkmenistan Airlines. Once I had my tickets confirmed, it was time for me to leave my home in Sri Lanka, flying to Singapore and onwards to China's capital Beijing, from where I would fly Turkmenistan Airlines. I boarded Sri Lankan Airlines in Colombo, and as usual the flight was delayed to technical issues. But it's not a big secret anymore that the airline is falling apart and should be avoided if you ever want to arrive somewhere on schedule. After a night in Singapore, I boarded Air China's Dreamliner on a 6-hour flight to Beijing, from where I eventually would board Turkmenistan Airlines. However, I was almost denied entry to China, but after sorting out a few differences, I was allowed to enter the country and made my way to the hotel. After planning all this very carefully and studying Turkmenistan Airlines movements, I came to the conclusion that flying from Beijing to London via Ashgabat would be my safest bet, since their schedule changes all the time. So here I was in Beijing on a gloomy Tuesday morning, getting ready to fly Turkmenistan Airlines on a 24-hour adventure, not knowing what to expect. So let's check in and let's do this and let's see what there is in store for us today. So guys, and here I am in Beijing Terminal 2, going to fly one of the world's hardest to book, one of the world's most isolated airline. Let's fly to Turkmenistan. 2 hours prior departure, the check-in counter opened and I was surprised to only see a handful of people, considering that Turkmenistan Airlines operates a Boeing 777 with almost 300 seats on this flight. So I had high hopes that at least I'd score my own row. But trust me, I was in for a much bigger surprise.
Alright. Is the flight full?
No.
No?
It's only 30 people.
30, oh that's not my any window. Thank you very much. And luggage goes to London, eh? Alright, thank you. Bye-bye. So all checked in, I got my boarding pass, a lot easier than I expected it to be, and there's only 30 passengers on that flight, so you know a 777 can seat over 300 people, so I think it's going to be a very spacious flight, very excited. I then made my way to the gate to get a first glimpse of Turkmenistan's 777. Damn, it took an entire hour to clear immigration and security, but I am super excited because the 777 just touched down. It's going to be a 777-200 LR, the long range version, and this one is the last one to have ever been produced, and it was then delivered to Turkmenistan Airlines. So it's a very unique plane in its all uniqueness already. Really want to like show you this beauty taxiing past here. And there she is. What an absolute beauty. The Turkmenistan Airlines Boeing 777-200 LR, of which the airline operates 3. Mostly used in flights to Beijing, Frankfurt and London. But now it's time to hop on board. Alright, let's do this. Let's board the 777. Hi, how are you?
Hello, fine.
30A,
Yeah.
all the way to the back,
Yeah.
This side, no?
Yes, this.
Yeah.
No, this side.
Is it
A,
this one?
this
A?
one.
Alright, beautiful.
And here we are, welcome to economy class on Turkmenistan Airlines, featuring 263 seats in a 9 abreast configuration.
Can sit anywhere?
Yeah.
Alright, because it says...
we have only 30 passengers.
Yeah, they said. So we have a whole plane to ourselves. That's good, no?
Anyway, please. Anyway,
Business class as well?
sorry, no, this is not just economy. Anyway.
Oh, good. So guys, and here we are, welcome on board Turkmenistan Airlines 777-200 LR. First impression, I walked in, there was a lovely cabin crew member right at the door. She's a bit older, she's been probably doing this for quite some time, but she is lovely in her own way. And there's only 3 cabin crew members on this 777. Usually on the 777 you have like, I think 14 or 15, and that's it. But then we are only like 30 passengers here as well. But my first impression, the cabin is very clean, very tidy, very neat, very good first impression. As you can see, it's a 333 configuration, because most 777 these days come with a 343, amazing seat pitch. Yeah, considering that this plane has been with them for like 10 years, it is in really, really good conditions. Also, the crew is kind of walking around telling off. There's a few Chinese, they're taking photos and videos. So I picked up that photography is not allowed on board, but we'll be like secretly, discreetly filming here without bothering anyone. But yeah, very much looking forward to see what they dish up, what food we're gonna get. Yeah, I think the next 7 hours is gonna be an amazing experience. Can't wait to share it with you guys. But guys, allow me to give you a quick little seat tour as well. I bet it's a first timer on YouTube. Turkmenistan Airlines seat review.
Each seat comes with a personal entertainment screen, but unfortunately it doesn't feature any movies nor a flight map. In fact, they don't even show the safety video on there. But what you will get is a functional USB slot as well as a universal power outlet. But now let's head for the runway and let's get ready for our departure.
Chicken. Is it good?
Yes. And what would you like to drink? We have Coke, juice, water, 7-Up.
I get a Coke and water.
Water. Smart Coke.
Yeah.
Water, yeah?
Whole bottle. That's nice.
Yes.
You're very nice today. Thank you.
Very nice air comfort.
Oh, yeah?
Everything for passengers.
How do you say thank you in your language?
Language?
Yeah.
Turkmen.
Yeah, well, how do you say thank you?
Thank you. Sakbo.
Sakbo. Thank you. So guys, a lunch service just kicked off, and a part that my cabin crew is warming up with me. She taught me a few words in Turkmen, or in her language, and she said she feels super generous today, gave me a whole bottle of Coke. And Afgeek or not, is this not the coolest lunchbox you have ever seen on any airline, even with the branding Turkmenistan Airlines. Very meat heavy as well, and full with local products. I'm literally blown away. Hands down, Turkmenistan Airlines is the airline for Afgeeks. I love this. And look at the branding. Get the logo here. A chocolate bar from Turkmenistan. How awesome is that? It's the little things in life. And also for meal, there is chicken or beef. So we're gonna have a look as well. But right now, I'm one very happy Afgeek. It's like probably among the top 3 economy flights in a very long time. I mean, this chicken looks very different to what you usually get served in an airline. However, very unique. Alright, let's see what this chicken tastes like. It doesn't really look like chicken. Neither does it taste like chicken. But anyways, isn't it quite a feast what they dish up here on Turkmenistan Airlines? Cookies, vegetables, meat, Coke, coffee, some sort of meat. It's just delicious. Spoiled by choice here on Turkmenistan Airlines. Such a hidden gem of an airline. Where have you been all my life, Turkmenistan Airlines? I love it. Spacious, got my own row. Not my own row, my own airplane. My own personal cabin crew. Endless food options. Coffee. A beautiful view. Lovely cabin crew. What else can an Afgeek ask for? And all this is happening on the very last 777-200 LR to be delivered. That's it. That's the real deal, guys. This is it. However, the amount of meat that have been served here on this flight, it's not an airline for non-stop Dan, I'm sorry. And yeah, I just have to make sure they don't see me filming, otherwise I'll be in troubles. But it's also cute. The entire crew, they wear hotel slippers. So during boarding, they were obviously proper footwear, and as soon as we reached cruising altitude, they all changed into hotel slippers. And now it's time for the world's very first Turkmenistan Airlines 777-200 LR Blue review. Neue Philips, eat this. You can't beat this. Let's go check it out. So guys, and here we are inside the loo of this beautiful 777, and considering that this plane has been in service for 10 years, look how clean and spotless it is. Talking about maintaining lavatories on an airplane, I think we found the absolute champion of it, Turkmenistan Airlines. I'm not even joking. Like, there's no scratches, nothing. It just really looks like they look after their stuff really, really well. In all those years, I haven't seen anything like this. Also the mirrors. Just wow. I've seen planes that have been in service for like half a year, and they look like absolute destroyed inside the loo. Remember that Nigerian airline? What was it called? IBOM Air? Flying those brand new 220s, and the loo was an absolute disaster. And then you look at this one, 10 years. And I thought I've seen it all in all those years, reviewing all those loos. But this one leaves me speechless. Well done. Also, my lovely cabin crew member came and said, "You're going to London, right?" I said, yeah. She said, "Say hello to London from me." And she said they used to have like layovers in Frankfurt and London and Birmingham and Beijing. But she said now, since they barely have more than 20 or 30 passengers on any of their flights, so literally those 777s, they fly around empty. So she literally said, company is crazy. But she was such a kind soul. See, now I have friends in Turkmenistan as well. It's great. I returned to my seat, got a little bit of work done. In 3 hours prior to our arrival, the crew served another snack as well as tea and drinks. But then we finally started our descent into Ashgabat, the capital of Turkmenistan, facing an 18-hour transit. My research suggested that the airport has a hotel within the terminal, but at the time the country was still closed to tourism due to the COVID pandemic, and I wasn't sure whether it was open. Also, the concept of transiting through Ashgabat airport is something people rarely ever do, so I had no clue what I'm going to expect once on the ground. So let's see and find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ashgabat International Airport.
And here we are, welcome to Turkmenistan, a very isolated country, widely considered as the North Korea of Central Asia. Very limited access to the internet and a poor human rights record, it ticks all the boxes to be considered a dictatorship. What's my first impression of the airport? The architecture looks quite different to many airports I've seen before, and there was literally no movement of airplanes. It looked a little bit like a ghost town while taxiing to our gate. Our plane was the only arrival of the day, and instead of using the jet bridge to get to the arrival floor, we were taken to the departure level, where everybody had to go for a compulsory COVID test. I was the only passenger on a transit and somehow needed to find out where to go and how to get there. No? I go? London.
Лондон, а что, вылет Лондон?
Tomorrow.
Завтра. Не,
Tomorrow.
он здесь остается.
And
Выход в Ашхабад у него есть?
I'm going to the hotel here.
Какой отель?
Transit hotel.
Транзит отель.
Yeah.
Это какой?
Лочин верхний.
It's upstairs. Passport. So here we are. Welcome to Ashgabat. First call of action, they take a COVID test and charge you $45. I swear, they barely touched my nostrils with that little stick. And when I told them that I'm just transiting, they all had big eyes, and I was like, transit? Or perhaps the airport is even closed during the night. And considering that I have 16 hours here, we are in for quite an adventure. That I can promise. Right. Let's bring it on. So I thought my best bet was to sit it out and wait a little bit. Perhaps somebody will come and help me eventually. In the meanwhile, I took great pleasure in watching strange and very bizarre Turkmenistan's finest music videos, which were shown all over the screen. Definitely top-notch entertainment. Hey.
I'm sorry. You transfer to London?
London, yeah.
Oh, please.
Okay, I'll come with you.
You need hotel, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, come. Taktımına bak. Şun. Aydan'da.
You is transfer, tomorrow, yeah?
London, yeah.
London, yeah.
London.
Today is leaving his hotel like you. His airport hotel have.
I have no visa.
No visa, no need
No.
visa.
All right.
Visa no need.
Okay.
Only pay is cash.
No problem.
No problem.
Cash,
yeah?
no problem.
Cash is paying is hotel and breakfast.
Yeah?
Dinner and lunch is extra pay.
No. US dollar, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Only
Bizde ama
problem.
telefon. Berde de yok. Barca telefon uçtaydı. Başka telefon yok.
Is hotel here or?
No.
Outside.
Yeah. No outside. It's like it's city. Ashgabat. No. It's inside.
Inside. Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
This first floor.
First floor.
Have second floor.
And that's hotel.
It's
Yeah.
hotel.
Okay. No problem. Great.
It's good hotel. It's comfortable.
Yeah?
No problem. It's don't worry.
Yeah, I've like
Have is water. Is all.
water,
Yeah.
food. Yeah, that's
food.
good.
Food. What you like is ask. Is possible. It's
Okay.
order possible is can.
Perfect. I will.
Okay.
I will.
See you. Have a nice flight.
Thank you so much, eh? Спасибо.
Ай, майдаро. Позамен, прощайте, детка.
A backpack.
My bag is
How many pieces? One.
just one piece.
Okay. Case.
One piece. It's going to London already. It has
Yeah. I know.
the tag.
Sticker is going later.
London. Yeah.
Bagaj Nemecek, bagaj. Don't worry, baggage is inside.
Okay, good. No worries.
First time is Turkmenistan.
Yeah, first time. Yeah.
Welcome to Turkmenistan.
Thank you. Спасибо. Everything. Perfect.
Handmade. And strong beer.
Strong beer.
Liqueur, yeah.
That's what I need. Paradise, huh?
Beijing is travel and
Work. I go to Frankfurt,
yeah.
London, and then Frankfurt.
Leaving Frankfurt.
I'm from Germany.
Germany.
Yeah. I was picked up by the nicest airport staff and they would take me to my hotel. I didn't see a single person at the entire airport and figured out that I have it all to myself. You work at the hotel?
No, I am agent to business class.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And let me please give me your passport.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Oh.
And just a minute. I need to take.
So, and here I am at the airport hotel. Look at this. Nice. I've got a bed. I've got a bathroom. I was like, you know, when we arrived, I mean, there's no view as it seems, but when we arrived and the guy was already like face palming himself, says, "Oh, transit." No, really. I was like, oh, this is going to be a long night at the terminal. But this is even better. A nice bed. I get a proper sleep. Everyone is so lovely and so nice here. Everyone is so kind. The lady who took me from the arrival here to the airport hotel, she was the kindest soul. There was another guy who said, "Don't worry, we have everything here, beer, food, snacks. You want to buy souvenirs? No problem." That is surprising because, you know, the mentality and the stance, for example, you go to Uzbekistan, everyone is a bit grumpy. From my experience, you go to Kazakhstan, and Kazakhstan, they're very Western minded, right? So they're like whatever. And here in Turkmenistan, they seem to be really, really lovely, very, very kind-hearted people. I love that. I think I have to come back. So part one of the trip so far, a huge success. I really loved it. I was thinking it's going to be a lot more harder filming, a lot more harder engaging with people. And everything is going to be like a nightmare in terms of organization. But it all kind of worked out, just like this. Super cool, super professional, and super nice. All right, my dinner is coming in like an hour, whatever. So I'm probably going to have a quick shower. And then we should go and explore the airport a little bit. How does that sound? But the F-geek that I am, I have to figure out whether there is like an airport or airplane view. Oh my goodness, guys, you won't believe it. I am looking at a 757. I don't know why they put those stupid panels right in front of the window, because look at this view. Look at this. 757, the pencil. And then there's there's a tower. A 777, that's the city. And you know there's a lore in Ashgabat that every building
And every car has to be white. And you can see that from here. Pretty! How can I remove those panels though? They're really annoying because I'm literally looking at the coolest view in all of Ashgabat. Alright. So I'm just filming on my phone. I was like trying to go and explore the airport a little bit. But I'm locked inside the hotel. You can see, like here's the reception and everything, and here's the main door, and I can't leave. They locked me inside. There's literally nobody in the hotel. It's just me. And I'm locked inside. Help me. Let me out. I'm stuck. Alright. I don't want to cause any issues. Let's see what view we have here. Oh, there you go. You can actually see the terminal building there, which is like, has the shape of an eagle. Apparently looks really, really nice and really, really good. And then, 737. It is what it is, no? I'd rather have a nice comfy bed and being locked inside a hotel than sleeping somewhere inside the terminal, right? Gotta make some compromises.
Turkmenistan has some of the most censored internet on earth, but thanks to today's sponsor, I was able to bypass the censorship. Today's video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN, a must-have tool for any traveler and frequent flyer. By using a VPN, you surf the internet safe and anonymously, especially when using public Wi-Fi. And you get around censorship all around the world, whether you want to use Instagram in China, use WhatsApp calls in Dubai, or consume TikTok in India. Or watch adult movies in the Middle East. And it also works on all your devices, but let me show you my favorite perk. Finding cheaper flight deals by changing my IP address to a low-income country, saving me plenty of dollars every year. But also, as a huge sport fan, I can watch my favorite football team from all around the world or access different libraries on Netflix by using Surfshark VPN. So, and by using the link in the description box below or using the code Josh Cahill, you will get 3 additional months for free, which is an absolute great offer. So go check it out. And now let's go back to the review. Good morning. Guys, beautiful good morning from Ashgabat, my lovely airport hotel here, which I have all to myself. They said they're gonna have a breakfast for me at 10, and then afterwards we're gonna go and explore the airport because I'm still on a mission to get my boarding pass. I still have my boarding pass to London, and I'm not sure what plane we get today. They said it was a 737, so it's something else. I might be the 777 again. We don't know, but we find out. I'm a little sick. I picked something up in Beijing. The pollution there was really bad. I have a bit of sniffles, but it's not COVID. Don't worry. I had a forced test yesterday for $45, and then they touched my nostril like this. Yeah, it is what it is, no? Anyways, let's go and let's seize the day, explore the airport, and fly to London. Let's do this. But before we explore the airport, have a look at my Patreon for many extra perks, such as access to my WhatsApp group, get your Cahill keyring, monthly Zoom session, and a lot of behind-the-scenes posts, or even get to pick an airline for me to review. Check out the link in the description box below. Thank you! Alright, let's go. Can't find my passport though. I think I might have left it at the reception because they wanted to sort out my ticket. It can't be anywhere else. Anyways, let's grab something to eat and then we explore the airport. Hey, good morning. How are you?
Hi, thank you.
Good.
And you?
Very good. Had a good sleep.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. I was wondering, where's my passport?
Yes,
It's with you.
Yes, it's yours.
That's mine, that's
Yes,
mine, yeah.
and you own another $19.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Yes. But
Because they said I should come for breakfast at 10,
okay,
right?
$27.
$27.
Do you know? Yes.
Yeah.
And the 19 too for room.
Yeah.
For hotel.
Yeah.
Your breakfast 5 minutes.
No
please
problem.
Wait, okay?
No problem.
You can sit
Yeah.
here.
Here's the key.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alright, got my passport back, paid for the room. So in total, everything was $120. That's okay. No complaining. So if you ever get stuck in Ashgabat, you know what it costs you.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go to London.
1 minute.
Yeah, take your time.
I was then finally allowed to leave the hotel, escorted by two lovely ladies who would walk me to the gate, and once again, I was literally the only passenger at the entire airport, a structure designed to handle over 14 million passengers annually, an airport that has 2 runways and is even capable to handle an Airbus A380 without any problems. It was quite fascinating to see how empty it was and how expensive it must be to run all the operations without barely any airlines flying there. Turkmenistan is quite rich in natural resources and houses 5% of the world's natural gas resources. However, the country still remains closed and isolated, and getting a tourist visa isn't that easy either. However, they seem to have a lot of cash lying around to build and operate an airport that is way too big for its actual needs.
Red Bull.
One.
Yes, 1.
At my gate 101, I'm literally only passenger in the entire airport. I'm not even joking. It was originally designed to accommodate 14 million passengers annually. It barely does more than 1 million. The entire construction cost $2.7 billion US. It's a massive airport. It's beautiful. It's one of a kind, one of the most unique airports I've ever seen in my life. It's just stunning. It's just beautiful. It's just so over the top. But nobody's using it. Right? There's barely any other airlines coming here other than Turkmenistan Airlines. It's Fly Dubai, Turkish Airlines, and S7 from Russia. So, yeah. Speak of an airport that is barely utilized, but that's my plane there as well, flying the 737-800 to London Stansted, and considering how busy the gate is right now, I believe that I will maybe have this airplane all to myself. But what an experience. But what I can say is everyone is so lovely. The ladies from the hotel, all the staff, everyone is really kind. Even when they see you filming and they want you to film, they come to you and say it in a very nice way. So I like that. I really like Turkmenistan. It's really yeah, quite of a surprise.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
I was under the impression to fly the Boeing 737-800, but then this same 777 that took me here from Beijing showed up at the gate, taking me on a 7-hour flight from Ashgabat to London Stansted.
You too. Thank you. Bye bye. Good luck with Barcelona.
It was then time to board the plane, and this time it was only 9 passengers flying to London on a 300-seater Boeing 777. I've no idea how this makes sense to the airline. They must be losing massive amounts of money operating these flights. Neither do I think there's a lot of cargo on these flights either. It was very strange and bizarre, and I have no idea why they fly these routes if nobody is taking these flights. Let me know in the comment section below what you think and the reason why they do what they do.
Hey, how are you?
Welcome. You know your seat?
Yes.
But we also got a glimpse of Turkmenistan's business class setup, featuring 28 seats in a 232 setup.
It's exactly the same configuration and seat you'll find on Turkish Airlines 777 with the infamous middle seat. However, I don't think this class ever gets busy. I noticed that this space was utilized by the crew deadheading and operating the return flight, since the crew doesn't get any layovers. Interestingly, 2 pilots were sitting in business class during the flight, vaping like crazy, something that I haven't seen before. It was then time to wave goodbye to Ashgabat airport, and I'm surely will be back one day exploring the country, since it was such a bizarre experience. However, my flight to London was very similar to my first flight. The same food was offered, the same service, but on this leg the crew was very distant and reserved, and definitely not in the mood to chat with me. Having your own Boeing 777 private jet is for sure a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I still didn't get over the fact that I had an entire plane to myself. Though after a couple of hours, things become a little boring, and I didn't really know what to do with my time. Once again, the personal entertainment screen didn't feature any movies, and adoring the big engines or the loo also gets a little stale after some time. So I was very happy when we finally started our descent and landed at Stansted Airport. Overall, it was quite of an adventure, and I'm glad I could add another unique airline experience to my belt.
So guys, and that was it. That was my Turkmenistan Airlines aviation adventure. I loved every minute of it. And you guys been asking me about my WhatsApp group and the Cahill keyring, which looks pretty cool on your carry-on. So if you want to support my work, check out my Patreon page, which I said gives you access to my WhatsApp group, behind the scenes, monthly Zoom sessions, as well as early access to my videos. We have over 400 members by now. It's like my really close community, and a place where I regularly go to and ask for advice. So if you want to be part of all this, get behind the scene access, check out my Patreon page in the link below. Also, if you want to know what I'm up to, follow me on Instagram. That is the platform where I'm most active. This is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and wherever you're off to, have a safe trip.